My dad died when I was about 7 years old, and my mom started drinking, and she was not a happy drunk at all. So life got hard for me and my sister Debbie. And my mom had basically checked out when I was, probably by the time I was 13, so I started to look for love and some kind of validation from anybody that I mattered. Well, just hanging around and hanging around with a certain group of people and getting involved in a lot of unhealthy relationships, not only using sex, promiscuity, but also drugs and alcohol and that. So I started working at a bar, and I made some really good contacts, and there of course was a need for drugs. That environment is just there. And I started to deal cocaine. Being caught up in that whole lifestyle, I mean, I was living in the fast lane, really. I was making a lot of money. This was really something. I liked this. It was power, control, money, drinking, drug, whatever I could do to stay in control of it, which really, when I think about it now, I was out of control. You know, my husband didn't know anything about it. I hid it from him. I lied. I manipulated. You know, I think about the men who hired me to work at their bar, and you know, I took advantage of them. I stamped on their trust. I mean, they were entrusting me to work for them, and I was taking advantage of them, and I was making money for my own self, really. And you know, I even sold drugs to women that were pregnant. And when I think back, I wonder if their babies were born okay, or if they were born at all. It was a huge burden that I was carrying. I was not thinking at all about anybody else. Honestly, I was thinking about me, because it was all about me. All about having money, all about having a certain lifestyle, all about maintaining it. Nothing to do with thinking about the consequences or anything, ever. I just figured that I could not be touched. Nothing was going to control me.